What's going on, everyone? I hope you're having a fantastic day. My name is Odie Matthews and welcome back to my channel on this website we like to call www.goforoahikeoutdoors.com/youtube.edu, and today we are taking a look at the newest launch from WANDRD, the FERNWEH hiking, camping, outdoor travel adventure pack. That's what I'm calling it, at least. Let's get into it. Alright, so over at WANDRD, they are always making fantastic products. I have literally all of their bags, and they're some of my personal favorites to use for travel and everyday use and photography, and this thing is no exception. Whenever WANDRD rolls out a new product, they always put a lot of thought into the design and function of it, and this bag is chocked full. It's full of all kinds of chopped organization, access, thoughtful thinking on what you might need and how you might need it, ability to strap on the outside, tons of compartments, tons of space, camera cubing, internal bits, adjustable frame, just literally the whole 9 yards. And we're going to talk about every little detail on this bag, and I'm going to give you my personal thoughts after using it. Okay, so off the top, I'm just going to give you what I personally think of this bag. I took this on a hike, loaded it out, had about like 20-ish pounds, 20-30 pounds, just to see how the comfort level was, as you might have seen in my little intro video. And honestly, as far as a hiking bag, as someone that does quite a bit of hiking living out here where there's tons of mountains, I want a bag that's going to be comfortable. I want a bag that's not going to make me sweat too much, and if I am, I don't want it to be uncomfortable. I want the weight to be evenly distributed. I want to have access to what I need access to, and this bag hits all of those key points pretty darn well. The harness system on this thing is one of my biggest cheers of joy, if you will. That sounds weird. I was saying, let's say complaint, but this whole harness system, this whole back panel system, this mesh, from the foam to the way you adjust it, to the load lifters, to this ginormous, wonderful hip straps that are removable, but for the sake of how they are, I'll show you how to, but I'm not going to remove them because it's too much work. But this whole back panel is comfort. It's sweat. Like when I was sweating this air channel in the mesh and the foam, it was wonderful. You know, my back didn't sweat too much. I am rocking these new tees from Seaton. I've been rocking these like every day. I'll have a video on those here very soon when they launch their Kickstarter. And you know, even with a quick drying shirt, like I didn't really have an issue with that. And that's what you want, a bag that's not only going to be comfortable with the way it distributes the weight with these hip straps and the load lifters. The weight on this thing, like I said, I had it about at 30 pounds with the camera cube, and then I just threw a 30-pound like sack in there that I use when I hike. And it really, honestly, wasn't that bad. It really wasn't. Comfort-wise, this bag hits the nail on the head 100%, and that is the biggest deciding factor if you're going to get this bag for something like hiking and camping and outdoors, which is what I personally think this thing is really good at. That is the biggest takeaway, is that it is comfortable. It is one of the most comfortable bags I have ever worn for these kinds of activities. Another thing to note on this bag is, for one, you got tons of handles, man. Like 1, 2 on the sides here, a nice big one on the top right here, and even one on the bottom. So just wonderful points of access on this bag. Another big takeaway I like about this thing is the accessibility, if you will. Typically when you're hiking, there's very specific items, and I'm using hiking as an example, but even for travel, because I have my travel loadout in this thing now to kind of show you how it can double, and I'll get to all that shortly. But as a bag that can do multiple things, because it can work as a hiking bag, I would remove these straps and I could use it as a travel bag. I think this is carry-on compatible. I'm not sure what the liters are. I don't have the specs on that with me, but mouth is still dry from hiking. But this is a bag that, with the way this quick access pocket on the top, the water bottle compartment on the side access this bag has, this nice front zipper, and the way this top opens separate from the main compartment with a divider that you can remove and open and whatnot, you have tons of access to the items that you might need on the go while you're hiking, while you're traveling, while you're doing whatever it is that you're doing with this bag. You have plenty of areas that are spacious and fit those needs, and that is a huge takeaway. And the last thing I'm gonna say is the materials. I got this thing pretty dirty in the sand, in the dirt while I was hiking. I put it down, picked it up, you know, trying not to get it dirty, but you know, I did. And all I had to do was wet a towel and just wipe this thing off, and good as new. The materials on this thing are incredible. 420D nylon that just, it's water repellent, dust repellent, and even when it does get dirty, it's super easy to clean. And that's what I like in a bag that I'm gonna get out there and get dirty. I wanna be able to clean it in case I wanna use it for something else. So those are my 3 main points. It's comfortable for what you're using it for, tons of access and organization, and nice materials that are easy to clean. So with that, I'm gonna walk you through everything that I possibly can on this bag, and we're gonna have fun doing it, I guess. I don't know, we'll see. And like I said, here's where you can adjust these harnesses for if you're tall, medium, short. You can easily adjust with these nice load lifters, top panel, and then here's a nice look at that back panel with that nice foam and whatnot with these hip straps. You got on these hip straps, you got like a little mesh compartment on this side, and then on this one, a zippered compartment. So, and like I said, this is removable. I just hit the camera, but you have to undo it here, and then it velcros and it slides out. So this is that back panel up and close, and again, how you adjust it. Undo those clips and clip them in there depending on your height. Really nice materials on this. Like I said, super, super, super comfortable. Then on this bag, you have 4 last straps that you can cinch this bag down. I used it to hold my little Gorilla Pod, which I'm currently using for my up-close camera. You have 4 lovely, what did I just call these? Last straps, lens straps, nope. Compression straps, thanks. That's what these are. But WANDRD also has, as I slowly lose my mind, they have these too, which these are their accessory straps. I can't, words, man. Words are hard. But these are accessory straps you can hook on in certain spots, and you know, you have a little bit more room to have extra things like yoga mats and things like that. So 4 compression straps and accessory straps that come with it. On this side of the bag is your water bottle pocket, sort of. It can double. This is what I put my water bottle. I got a hydro flask, my WANDRD hydro flask that I've had. It fits perfectly in there. You could definitely go with a taller water bottle. But if you kind of undo this strap and you unzip this all the way, you could definitely pit a mat or anything that's a little bit bigger that you wouldn't want to slide out. It could slide right into this pocket, and you could last strap it right up here with this, and you have a perfect spot to put anything else. But I think this is a really good oversized water bottle pocket that even you could leave unzipped a little bit and I wouldn't worry about it going anywhere. But just a super nice on the side of the bag water bottle pocket. I'm a sucker for a good water bottle pocket. That's for dang sure. And sometimes I like it when it's like the mesh on the outside, but sometimes I like these zippered closed ones because, you know, you feel a little bit safer, and you don't want your water bottle to just fall out while you're doing whatever you're doing. You know what I mean? Another thing to note real quick though, zippers are YKK with the weather guard seal on them. So one thing to note on that. Okay, so on this side of the bag you have this is your camera cube access, which we will get into. We'll get into the camera cube and everything inside here shortly. Okay, so this main compartment here is just a big open guy with a little meshy dude in the back with like a little key clippy dip, just like that, right? And this is a perfect spot. This is where I put my shoes. I always bring 2 pairs of shoes when I go hiking. I have some Vivo like off-road barefoot shoes. So when I'm driving my car, I'll wear like my Suavs, and then when I get there, I'll take those Vivos out, throw my Suavs in here, wear my Vivos on the trail, and then do a nice little swap. Again, this is a perfect spot for like shoes if you're traveling. Perfect spot for some packable shoes right here. Maybe some dirty clothes, something like that. Just a nice big open pocket in the front with a vent. There's like a little circle vent so for water and everything. So dirty clothes, wet clothes, things like that while you're on the trail. Perfect spot like that. I really like the way this pocket looks. It's one of the first things that drew me. Like this whole front, just, I don't know, something about this aesthetic on the front that I really, really like. Okay, before we jump into the main compartment, I'm gonna come back here and we have a quick access compartment. So on this quick access, it's pretty straightforward. I just put a hard drive in here. But what you can see with this is just a standard quick access with a key clip. So you just got this nice big opening here on top, and it fits. I actually had granola in there for my little hike, and it honestly, it's a nice quick access. You can fit a book, easy to fit like your phone, wallet, keys, things like that while you're traveling or just while you're hiking even. It'd be really easy to just throw those in there. Nice little like just top pocket, plenty of dimension. The pocket I'm gonna show you next inside does eat up dimension, but like even with that pocket, even with this main compartment fully packed out, this top compartment packed out, I still have dimension on this top pocket. So like just thoughtful thinking on that to make sure that the pockets that are going to be utilized have that dimension. Thanks, WANDRD. I appreciate that. So that's the quick access up top. Then you got this. So this top zipper does not have a weather guard seal. It is protected by this little flap. So this whole pocket opens up just like that, clamshell style, right? And I have thrown, this is my loadout. I loaded this out like I was going to travel with it. I threw the WANDRD, I'm just throwing all the WANDRD products in this video because these are some of my favorites and they're good. But this is the D1 fanny pack, my new accessory when I travel. It's like my new sling fanny pack. Video on this as well as some other slings coming in the near future. I don't know, whenever I can get to it. But I also threw my tech pouch because I'll be utilizing this a lot in travel. This is my tech pouch from Monarch. Would utilize that all the time in travel. And then because I had room for it up here, I threw my gravel Dopp kit as well. So then what you have left is a zippered guy right here that has some room for stuff. And then this is that main compartment that leads, this is the top compartment that leads into the main compartment right here. So you actually have the ability on this, where did it go? So you can unzip it from the inside and make this a big pass-through, or if you really want to, this whole thing will unzip and give you access, give you a little sneak, it'll give you access into that main compartment. There's my packing cube. So you can actually take this whole thing out, right? This whole thing will come out, and this can be just one giant pocket, or you can open up that zipper and kind of have it like a little bit of both in a way, like a little trapdoor kind of. And then with that zippered guy up top, you have plenty of extra room for some little stuff if you wanted to. I personally think that if I was using this in travel, I wouldn't take this mesh liner out. Part of me would say that I want to, but I think that this is a good divider to keep the things that you're not using in travel, like your packing cube, and you don't need access to your full camera cube because you have the side access. This keeps things like your tech pouch and maybe like I could throw my Sennheiser headphones in there or something up top, and I have that for travel or whatever I'm using on hiking, maybe like my food, my snacks. Probably fit like a small cooler, one of those like little small like flimsy coolers. You could easily put a cooler up there. Plenty of opportunity, plenty of just limitless Bradley Cooper opportunities up in here. Okay, so that is the top compartment. Now, we throw this thing down the best we can, right? I'm just gonna toss all this off. And then this bag opens, zippers again, and again, not weather guard on this main because you're protected with these, the flaps of this. But it just opens kind of like clamshell style. And what I have in here is just my Peak Design packing cube with all my clothes, my whole clothing travel loadout is in this packing cube. And that fits perfectly next to the Camera Cube. Which one is this? This is the Camera Cube Essential Plus, right? So this is, I still have the tag on this one, but this is the Camera Cube side access right here. This is, WANDRD recently, not too long ago, updated all of their camera cubes, right? And I have their old one as well. But they updated these to be like better material, more organization, and they can fit multiple bags now, from the Perverkey 21, 31, the Hexad access, the carry-all, and now this. So you've got some pretty durable, these are foam dividers that you can, mix and match around however you want to fit your camera needs. Personally, I don't have enough camera equipment to fit this entire thing, but when I get my drone eventually, when I become rich, or just have money to buy a drone, definitely want to get one, that's what I would use my camera cube for, and you can get a strap for it, so you can carry it like so if you want, but that's that side access. So this is a durable camera cube, and there's tons of Velcro bits in here, but you can Velcro that thing down super well. It's not going anywhere. When I got this thing, that's how it was, and I was like, it took me forever to get it out because I was like, there's so much Velcro, but it keeps it in place, and that's what you want. And that is pretty much it for the main compartment. We're not done with this bag, not yet, but that is basically the inside of this bag. Another thing to note, on the quick access door for the camera thing, there's a little pocket you can put like SD cards and stuff like that. It's the same if you have any other WANDRD products that have that side access, from the Provoke series to the Hexad access. It's the same kind of organization they have on those flaps as well. But there's some other things on this bag that we still have to get to because there's a lot. So what you also have is little loops here for like pickaxes and things like ice axes and ski poles and things like that are also available. Oh, you know what? It's 50 liters. I didn't even realize I said it right there. I had this before the Kickstarter came out, so I'm going off a very, like, just a PDF, and it did not have the liters on it. So I was like, oh, what is liters on this? But it's 50 liters. I can tell you that right now. It's 50 liters. Because I'll have filmed this before the Kickstarter came out. So, but 50 liters on this thing, right? So you got like the pickaxe things on the side, and then here on the bottom, right, you got a zipper, and then you got this. What is this? This is so it clips up here, right? And so you got this nice little thing. This is the perfect addition if you want something that's a little bit more durable than just like lash straps or something, in order to like carry like a sleeping bag or a sleeping system or a tent or something of that nature. This is a perfect little thing to pull out. It's going to keep it nice and tight and safe, and these latch on, like I said, like right up here. They just, so then you have this, right? So, and this is completely adjustable on this end. Yeah, just like that. We're doing it. We're doing it together. We're doing it. But just like that, so you can kind of, you know, see what I'm saying? Like, you know, little butt seat pocket for your stuff. Pretty cool. I like it. That is something new. I haven't really seen a lot of bags, and having owned and used a lot of bags, I haven't seen anything like this. I've seen straps on the bottom of bags and whatnot, but I've never seen like a little compartment that is dedicated to like a little flap thing like this. Usually like there's a rain fly or something like that in these kind of pockets, you know what I mean? But a little like pocket seat for, you know, extra yoga mat or tent, sleeping bag, things like that. I like that. I really appreciate that. That's pretty cool. Okay, then we open up this back panel, right? Yeah, you thought we were done? We ain't done yet. Right, and that gives you also main access to the main compartment. Main access to the main compartment. But, however, comma, I wouldn't use this to get in and out of the main compartment because there's a lot going on back here. Unless I needed my laptop, I wouldn't be trying to, you got the hitch straps and you got these straps and everything. So getting out of the way and kind of getting that down. If I needed to get something out of the bag, I would go from the front. But if I needed to get my laptop, that's where this laptop sleeve is. It fits up to a 15-inch MacBook Pro. Right, I don't have my laptop, and I don't have any laptops around that I can kind of show you, but 15-inch laptop, MacBook Pro goes in right there. And then behind that is a little, like, little pouch, right? I don't know if you can, but this opens up, and in here there's a little pouch, like this is like their hidden passport document thing, because this is up against your back, and when this is zipped, you can actually still access that like little hidden compartment. You just can't get to the laptop because you just gotta pull it back and you can get in there. So WANDRD has tons of hidden pockets on the Provoke. They have it up against the back. It's like a little zip compartment. They've had those on their bags. This one I like a lot more because it's not zipped. It's up against my bag completely, and I can get to it easily when I set the bag down. So that is wonderful. Quick note that I missed on the hardware here is there is a frame in this, right? It feels like there's a metal frame going at least up the sides and at least up the sides. It doesn't feel like it goes across, but there is a metal frame It kind of helps this thing keep its shape for the most part. When you pack this thing out, it definitely packs out. But when it's empty, as you can see, I knocked my phone over. That's what happens. But when it's empty, you can see, you know, it is a little bit of a flatter bag because of this material. It's not as rigid as like their duffels or even their backpacks, like the Duo and stuff. You know, it's not as rigid as that, so it doesn't keep its shape as well, which I personally like because it makes it a lot easier to pack and carry and stow away as well. Another thing that I always keep forgetting to mention, because people ask, this thing weighs 5 pounds empty. Yes, maybe a little heavy for some for hiking, but like I said in the beginning, it carries its weight pretty well, so I wouldn't worry too much about the empty weight of this bag. Part of that's probably because of the frame system, but again, the durability of this bag seems like it's going to last a very, very long time, and that's kind of how WANDRD designs their products. You would be able to throw them off a bridge. I literally said in my carry-all video that one of my bags blew off of my Jeep while I was driving here when I moved, and you know, it got destroyed, but like that's the only way it got destroyed. The other bags held up fine, going 90 down the highway with bugs hitting them like bullets, and you know, cleaned them up fine, and they were good. So the durability guarantee of WANDRD, I 100% trust, because they've always been reliable and durable with their products. But I think that is going to do it for the I don't remember how to say this bag's name. They told me once, and I don't remember. I know it's German for like go outside or something. Fernweh. But look, this is a great thing from WANDRD. Go back them on Kickstarter. Their Kickstarters are always wonderful to be a part of. They keep you up to date. They guarantee you things, and they keep you in the loop, and they're not afraid to tell you what's going on, even if it's bad news. So if you're like hesitant to back anything on Kickstarter, this is one I can guarantee. I've been a part of a few of their Kickstarters. This they run smoothly, so I wouldn't even be worried about that. But go check them out. Go check this thing out. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put them in the comments below, and I'll do my very best to answer those for you. Shoot me an email, odiematthewsbags@gmail.com. Let's have a chat. Let's talk. Let's talk about bags. Let's talk about activities. I'll give you, if you want recommendations, lists, upcoming reviews, suggestions, things like that. Whatever you want. Whatever you want to talk about, shoot me an email. Let's talk about it. As always, though, if you could leave this video a like, subscribe if you want more nonsense, because I have a big announcement when I hit the big 500. I have a huge announcement for my channel. So subscribe if you want to know what that is, or just come back when I have 500. Either way. But again, thank you guys so very, very, very much for watching. I appreciate it. Appreciate you. And I will see you next time. On the Florida Keys, down in Kokomo, Bermuda. Ooh, I wanna take you to Jamaica. Something, something, mama. Kokomo. And take it slow.